Wake up, Graham. Your mind is strong.
I wonder where that dragon got to. I hope that it's doing okay.
Great. Set that over there, and let me know when you've completed the trial of speed.
The trial of speed? Surely we would not be able to reach this location unless we had already done this.
Excellent. Right this way, please.
Well, where is he?
Meow. Charmed, I'm sure.
Are you kidding me? You wish to challenge me like this?
Careful what you say, King. My species has no bearing on my abilities.
I have no problems with cats, Manny, or goblins, or sphinxes. My issues are all with you.
No matter. The duel hasn't even begun, yet I've already won. Are you aware that you've hand-delivered everything I need to complete another batch of Cosmolotion?
Shocker.
Allow me to explain that you, King Graham the Imbecile, have once again...
Yeah. Wax poetic for 2 more hours, won't you? Pardon my vacant expression, though. I can barely hear out of my left ear anymore.
Fine. Have it your way. I'll speak with brevity. Long sentences. Drawn-out syllables to emphasize a point. Raising my voice. More sesquipedalian words. Overuse of the term moron. And I'll need a hair from your beard for my final ingredient.
See you at sundown?
Meet me at the floating island.
Good chat.
Dad, we brought you some treats. Dad?
Oh. Well. Oh.
Grandpa!
Oh. No.
Dad, say something.
Sorry.
Gwendolyn, go get the nursemaids.
No.
What do you want me to do? What can I get you? You want Mom? Mom!
Story.
Sorry?
No, story.
The story. Help me finish it.
Let's get him back in bed. Grab his feet.
Graham!
I couldn't reach the bell.
I should have known you would try to escape.
I thought I needed one more adventure. One last trophy to hang on these shelves. But the only treasures I need are standing right beside me.
It's okay, love. You can stop fighting. It's time.
Not before my story is done. You have to finish it.
Me? I don't know how it ends.
I'll help you.
I can't. I'm not ready. Gart should tell it.
Grandfather is passing his hat to you. I think you should take it.
Go ahead, Cuddlebug.
King Grandpa, the greatest adventurer to ever live, would do anything in his power to protect his family. As the sun set atop the floating island, Mordak places the final goblet down for a toxic duel of wits.
That's a great start.
Welcome, friend. I'm glad you could make it.
Manannan restored himself back into human form using the ingredients Grandpa had unknowingly brought to him. But he was weak. The Germite crystal was the only thing keeping him alive.
Mordak has carefully designed a series of trials to test our wits. Don't worry, he hasn't given me any answers. Some of the goblets have been topped with hypnotic powder. We will complete each station individually. If you drink from any of the tainted cups, you will lose and be under my spell, and vice versa.
The goblets have been set up in stations, each with their own rules.
I'll spare you the long speech and just let you read the rules. Ready to prove a goblin is smarter than a man?
I'm pretty certain that Graham knew exactly what was in store for him when he was collecting those objects. And I'm also pretty certain that Manannan already knows the answers to all of these puzzles.
Stay away from that. It's not needed yet. Oh, don't mind that. Just a simple trinket.
I wish you would hurry this along. I am putting in my resignation from the Brotherhood after you two are done playing this ridiculous game.
You know what the scariest part about growing old is? Losing your mind.
There was one clue for each set of goblets. Someone must have thought themselves pretty clever.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Three brothers wave, two of them knights, the other a knave. Knaves lie without fear, knights are truthful. Lend them your ear, only one cup is neutral.
Only one goblet was safe to drink from.
Cup 1 is safe. Beware, Royal Guard B always lies. Cups 1 and 4 are tainted. Cup 2 is tainted and Royal Guard A always lies. So A is saying Cup 1 is safe, and B is saying Cup 1 is tainted, which is a contradiction. That must mean that C is the one telling the truth, which means that Cup 2 is tainted and Royal Guard A always lies. So 2, 1 and 4. So that means it is goblet number 3 that we need to drink.
Finish this one too. Simple, really. Hurry up, Graham. We are not getting any younger.
Right, so we need to select 4 goblets this time around. Trolls carry napkins to wipe fruit juice from their chest. Dragons never eat grapes. Snoots and trolls peel their food. Each creature eats a different type of fruit. Which tree pairs with a troll, badger, dragon and snoot? Wow, I'm having some problems reading today. Which is going to be a problem as there is lots to read. Let's start with a troll. Trolls peel their food and wipe fruit juice from their chest. We have an apple, a banana, an orange and grapes. Now grapes are not for the dragon. But you don't really peel an apple, do you? You peel a banana and an orange, but bananas aren't that juicy. Snoots also peel food, so they must have the bananas, and dragons do not like grapes.
Neither of us are hypnotized, so let's continue on. Can you believe that after all these years, we're right back to where we started?
Guards standing in formation. No guard should repeat on the same line. Find the freeze in their stations and your cuts will taste just fine. So basically this is just like Sudoku. If you do not know what Sudoku is, we need to put numbers between 1 to 4 on each row and each column, and no number should repeat on each row or each column. So here we have 1 and 4. 2 is here, so this cannot be 2. So 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3 is here. That must mean this is 4, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Nope, hold on, I made a mistake here. No, I haven't, that's 1. Okay.
Not really much of a challenge for minds like ours.
As soon as the record button is pressed, that's when the pressure is on.
Where are all your friends now? Who will divinely intervene to prevent your failure?
Each digit reveals a set of adjacent black squares in a corresponding row or column. 15 cups are safe to drink. You may have seen this kind of puzzle before. I'm not sure what the official name is. I've heard them called nonograms, pictograms. pictocross. There's all sorts of names, but this number here represents how many black squares should be along each row and across each column. So 5 means there are 5 here. 1, comma 1. This is signifying that there should be a space. So 1 dash 1 dash 1. Here is slightly more difficult as there is only 2 black squares along here and a space between them. 3 is quite easy to do. There's only 5 digits across here, so that this one here must contain a black square, because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, we already have 1 here, so there must be 3 along here. These 2 are already filled in. So if these are already filled in, that must mean we need to fill in these. So 1 and 2, 5, 1, 1, 1. There we go.
Mordak, you could have made these a little more challenging. I told you, goblins are smarter than they look.
To find the 1 cup that is safe to drink, you must follow the path that begins on a triangle and ends on a 3. So this is just as basically a maths puzzle. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'll go straight for the answer. We start from here. 6 minus 5 is 1, plus 2 equals 3.
1 more to go. Think you can handle it? Have you even decided who's going to inherit your kingdom? Why not pass it along to your oldest friend?
A good king looks towards the future, but is always conscious of what he is leaving behind. Now this one is slightly more complicated. We need to go back to the puzzles we have just completed and discover or figure out how many goblets we have left behind. So with the club table, we have left 4 goblets behind. The spade is 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10 goblets. Yeah, it's not exactly clear, but this is what we need to do. The star, 3, 6, 9, 12. Hearts, 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, I suppose we can just see them from up here, but we need to work out which symbol... Well, no, we actually don't need to work out which symbol is which. 3 on the diamond table. Yeah, I suppose we could just see from up here. Never mind, it's done. Let's head back. So yeah, there's no specific location for these to actually be, but we need to work out where each number is on here. So it was 12, 3, 10, 12, and 4.
The duel was at a standstill. Neither competitor could prove they were smarter than the other.
I was afraid of this, friend. Although you started out as a lanky bumbleward, over the years my trials have conditioned your wits to equal mine. No matter. I have a backup plan. This flame enchantment will ensure neither of us can leave until the other has perished. How about instead of wits, we engage in a lethal game of chance?
Grandpa had no choice but to play the game. He was trapped and his kingdom was on the line.
I won this set of goblets from a game of wits with Lord Sarwyn. One of them holds an irreversible eradicating elixir. A powerful magic that will slowly destroy whatever it touches from the inside out. There are no special markings or any way to puzzle out which is the poisoned vessel. If there was, I would have slipped it into the batter of your breakfast years ago. But what fun would that have been? We'll each take turns choosing a goblet to drink from until they're all gone, and the better man wins. You'll drink first.
Grandpa was at a loss. For the first time in his life, the 4 E's of puzzle solving could not inform his decision. There was no logic to puzzle out. No clues or hints. Just a simple choice of life or death.
Yep, it doesn't matter which goblet we choose, the results will still be the same.
Take your time. There's no strategy here. Just blind luck. Something you've always excelled at. Well, I guess you won. Bested me. Good show, old friend. Guess I'll ingest this and call it a night. But you know I don't play fair. And you've just revealed where the elixir is hiding. You played right into my trap, just like that foolish archer.
Yep. Grandpa's life was spared, and our whole family moved to Tanalorr. The end.
No, Gwendolyn.
What?
It couldn't have ended like that. You know, if I chose that cup, it would have destroyed the very castle you are standing in. There was only one solution.
He was out of options. Grandpa looked around at the kingdom he created and realized there was only one choice. Grandpa knew the eradicating elixir would slowly destroy him from the inside, but Daventry would live on. That day, Manny was outsmarted in a way he never imagined possible, in a way he could not comprehend.
Huh. Nice move. I'll accept that. But let's see if I can help speed up the effects of that potion. You pushed a thinking man to brute force. I hope you're happy.
You've already won. There's no need to torture him.
It was at that moment, while his body was being jerked through the air, that Mordak was reminded of his first encounter with Grandpa. Those memories stirred up something fierce inside Mordak. Manny didn't save him from a life of goblin abuse. Grandpa did. And it was time he repaid the favor.
Leave him be. I won't ask you again.
I guess it's time I held your tongue. No! No!
Manny's enchantments over the castle were broken, and he was never heard from again. Daventry continues to thrive and prosper, thanks to the sacrifices made by King Graham, the greatest grandpa to have ever lived. Is he still...
Oh, yes. He heard every word. Thank you, Gwendolyn. The hat suits you well.
It was beautiful. You kids have always brought so much joy to your grandfather.
All of his children have.
All right, kiddos, it's bedtime. Say goodnight to Grandpa, and I'll tuck you in.
Good night, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, God. And I am proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I just want to say, you're the best grandpa, and my favorite person in the world. I love you. And I'm so sorry you didn't get your last adventure.
Sweetheart, there is nothing to be sorry about. I now know that all of my adventures will live on forever inside of you. As long as you keep telling my stories, they will never die.
Thanks for sharing them with me, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, dear. Go get some rest. Wake me in the morning, and we can make some pancakes.
Grandpa.
And that is it for the main storyline. I do quite like how they've gone from Graham's younger years to his, well, final years. It's been quite a fitting look throughout the King's Quest series, the original one. Well, it's been a reimagining of it. It's been interesting to see how they fitted it all into this universe. Here we have some tapestries of Graham throughout the years and some of the choices that he made, which is quite a nice and touching ending to the game. It's not over yet though, as there is an epilogue to follow. But this is it for the main story. I have actually thoroughly enjoyed playing this. It's a game that I started many years ago, but never got around to finishing until now. There's definitely been a lot more highs than there has been lows. The lows were quite few actually. I mean, episode 4 was not spectacular, but it wasn't terrible. But it's been enjoyable throughout. There's been plenty of fun characters. The voice action's been great. The writing's been good. It's a shame they didn't follow through with some of the story. Some of the character arcs just kind of petered out. Some characters disappeared entirely. Ah, there's the star shroom pie recipe. It would have been nice to have some proper farewells to characters that we did not really... Well, we chose the compassionate route. But that would have been nice if we still had some interaction with the Hobblepots and with Amaya. And Acorn as well. Even it was kind of like a farewell, they're leaving. I mean, we did get somewhat of a goodbye from the Hobblepots.
My sweetheart Gwendolyn, when you read this letter, you'll already know about the crown I have left for you and why. Please don't worry about me. I lived a long, fulfilling life, and I wouldn't change one decision. I've led this kingdom with all the compassion in my heart, and I've seen that same love in your eyes. But I would never force upon you rules and addenda to protect my legacy. You must make your own decisions. I only share my stories in the hope that they would help you down whichever path you choose for Daventry. Go forth and be Queen Gwendolyn the Compassionate, or the Patient, or the Dragon Slayer. Just know that I will always be watching over you and kissing your forehead from the stars above.
So this is going to be the last action of the main playthrough. Thank you for watching so far, and I'll see you in the epilogue very soon.